Hey guys, welcome back to Brand New Vegan. Welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Yay. Today we're going to make another and the last no-cook recipe for our no-cook month of July. This is going to be coleslaw. Your average coleslaw you take to your barbecues, to your backyard picnics, to your potlucks. It's a really easy coleslaw to make. Again, no cooking involved. Very simple, very quick, and I think you guys are going to like it. So let's get started. We are going to need some coleslaw mix. Now, with the bagged mixes, kind of suspect these days with the cyclosporiasis that's going around, I chose not to get the bagged mix. I have a head of cabbage. I'm going to cut myself. This came from a friend of mine's garden, so I know there's nothing on it or in it. And with that, I'm going to add about 2 ounces or so of shredded carrot. And then for our dressing, a very simple dressing, I'm going to use, let me get it out here. An almond milk yogurt I like to use. Let me get out of the way so this will focus. This is Forager's brand. You want to get plain unsweetened yogurt. Of course, if you have an Instant Pot and some soy milk, you can make your own. Very simple. But I'm going to use this Kite Hill yogurt. Forager's is another good brand to use. About a half a cup of that. And to that, I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar, some lemon juice, a little Dijon, a little maple syrup, salt, pepper, and some celery seeds. That's it. That's the basic recipe. So we move the camera over here and start cutting some cabbage, and we'll get to it. Okay, I think what we're going to do first, before we cut the cabbage, is make our dressing. That way it has time for all those flavors to come together and mix and marry and party and all that good stuff. So let's start with a half a cup of this plant-based non-dairy yogurt. Again, Forager's has a cashew yogurt that's really good. I'm using this Kite Hill almond milk yogurt. It's really good. You can make your own. Half a cup. So let's see. That looks good. And then I'm just going to put this into my mixing bowl, which is a 1 cup measuring cup. Okay. Yum. I love plant-based yogurt. Okay. To that, we're going to add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, good old Bragg's, there we go, and a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I really miss the old-fashioned jars of mustard. We put a spoon in them, and not just squeeze stuff. Less plastic, more glass. Okay, there's our tablespoon of mustard. And a tablespoon of brown sugar, or I'm going to use maple syrup for a little sweetness. And 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. 1.5. There's a half. That makes one and a half. There we go. I have half a teaspoon of kosher salt and half a teaspoon of black ground pepper right here. We'll toss that in. And then finally, let's finish this up with like a quarter teaspoon of celery seed. Okay, and that is the dressing, guys. I'm going to mix this up. That looks really good. So you know my motto. Let's taste as you go. See if it needs anything. Oh, that's good. Perfect. Now the cabbage. So I'm going to start by taking the outer leaves of this cabbage off. And if you buy your cabbage in a store, I really recommend you do that too. Okay, into the compost they go. And then I'm going to cut this in half from the root end down, just like this. Those bags I used to use, this is a blog recipe, are about 14 ounces. So I've got 2 ounces of shredded carrot. I figure I'm going to cut about 12 ounces of this cabbage. And I have my bowl and I have my scales ready. First of all, you see this piece right here? That's the core. We want to cut that out. It's really hard, and we don't want to eat that. Just like that. And now I'm going to turn on my scales. Okay, the tears are already there. Now I'm just going to slice this as thinly as I can. If you want to use a food chopper, a food processor, you can do that, certainly. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way with my knife. And start putting this in the bowl so I can measure it. Again, I want about 14 ounces. Any of the bigger, chunkier pieces I'm going to pull out. Hopefully my bowl is big enough. It might not be. There's 8 ounces. Oh, almost there. 11, 5. A little too much. Okay, we got 12 ounces of cabbage right there. Perfect. All right, what I've done here is I just dumped that cabbage back out onto my cutting board. I am going to cut this a little bit finer. Again, if you have a food processor, it's probably a lot easier. But I want all of this to fit in my little bowl here with enough room to add my carrots and my dressing. Bottom line, you need about 12 ounces of shredded cabbage. How you get that cabbage is up to you. You can buy it whole and shred it yourself like I'm doing. You can buy a bag if you trust it. If you got a farmer's market or a nearby farm that has a CSA, what a win. I should do that. We have several farms around here that offer CSAs. I've just never done it. Maybe I'll just grow my own. If you see any black spots while you're chopping, go ahead and pull those out. This looks pretty good. There's another black spot. Again, I know where this cabbage came from. I know it's pretty safe. And there we go. And while I'm mixing this, I'm going to go ahead and add in my carrots. Again, that's about 2 ounces of shredded carrot. And if you like other veggies in your coleslaw, by all means, add them now, whatever they may be. I just got cabbage and carrot here. And I have room for my dressing. Perfect. The thing about chopping your own cabbage, it ends up everywhere. Okay, that looks pretty good. Give that a mix. Now we'll add our dressing. So how's that for fast? This is a very quick and easy recipe, as I said. Add your dressing and mix, and you're done. Now I would let this sit in the fridge for at least an hour or so. Again, to let those flavors kind of meld together. But also, the cabbage is going to be really crunchy right now because it's fresh. If you like a softer cabbage coleslaw, put it in the fridge, and we'll just let it sit there and marinate for an hour. And there you go. Homemade coleslaw, guys. Really, really simple. And let's go for a little taste. Yum. Wasn't that easy? Again, if you're going to a potluck, a picnic, or a barbecue, make this coleslaw. And when they ask where you got it, you can say, I made it myself. And it's dairy-free. It is so yummy. Trying to get a good shot here. Hopefully it focuses. There you go. So there you go, guys. Homemade coleslaw. I hope you like it. Hope you try it. Hope you get somebody in your family to try it and give you their opinion. Let me know in the comments if you do. It's Friday, so that concludes our Beat the Heat month of July for recipes. We will do 2 more recipes next week, Wednesday and Friday. I think that's going to be a norm from now on here on the brand new vegan Substack. Every Wednesday and Friday we'll have some recipes. Most of them new, I hope. And but for now, enjoy your Beat the Heat recipes. I hope you try some of them. It's getting too hot out there for a lot of cooking. I know that. It's still relatively calm here in Oregon, but with the wildfires and the heat domes popping up, that might change. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see you next Wednesday, and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the coleslaw. We'll see ya.